Hello, everybody. Welcome to our sneak peek at our 2020 IAC virtual conference track, which is professional development. So, professional development has 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, December 9th and 8th, I believe. Um,
Registration is now open for the conference, so if you haven't done so yet, you can visit www.indianag.org to get registered for the conference. It's a little different this year as it's virtual because of the times we're living in, but we're still moving forward.
So we'll start with introduction. So my name is Azalea Yazi. I'm the Leadership Development Specialist for the IAC. I'm Blackfeet and Navajo, and I started with IAC's youth programming probably in like 2016. And I've been involved ever since, and that created a pipeline from IAC youth programming to where I am.
And I am Teal Pierman. I am the Natural Resources Program Assistant. I am Lakota from the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe. I have been involved with the youth programming for about 7-8 years now. I started as an intern my freshman year of high school, and now I'm working full time. Just proves that if you stick with something, something good will always come out of it.
So basically during this webinar, we'll just be giving a broad overview of the different panels and discussions that professional development track will have. So the first one that we're going to have is Thriving in Academia, Lessons Learned in Resiliency from some of our IAN grad students. And this is the INFIS program that we have. So that's the Interinstitutional Network for Food and Agricultural Sustainability. And this is a partnership we have with INFIS, which is hosted by UC Davis. And it's a national Native American graduate student fellowship program for grad students who are involved in tribal food systems. And they'll be doing I believe they'll be doing a presentation and a panel discussion on thriving in academia. And then next we have Future Farmers of America, so FFA. We'll be having Ben Meyer speak with us, who is the state FFA, or he's the state relations specialist for the Midwest and Western region. And he'll also be assisted by the state FFA officer, Marco Ovando, who is also involved in some of our youth programming and sits on our Native Youth Food Sovereignty Alliance board.
And assisting in the FFA administration will be Tiffany Paziska, a CTE teacher at the Dupree School District here in South Dakota. She's an enrolled member of Kulichasha Oyate, which is in Lower Brule, South Dakota. Tiffany will be talking about her journey of starting an FFA program from the ground up at a school that didn't have anything there, like our FFA-wise. So you'll get to see how the steps she took to get that program started and hear like a lot of different insights on how it went for her.
And then following that, we'll have 4-H in Indian Country with Berna Bilodeau, who has been involved with IAC for many years and works for the Blackfeet Nation. And we'll also have Matthew Dinetclaw, who will be moderating this session, who is our Navajo TA.
The next day, we will have a Youth and Ag panel, and they'll be talking about the steps that they took to get where they are within their careers. We will have Mackenzie Martinez, who is a board member for the Native Youth Food Sovereignty Alliance. Ellen Sanders Regosa, she is from the Paskenta Band of Nomalaki and grew up in Pequan, California, if I got that right. She's a recent graduate of the University of California, Davis, where she studied environmental policy planning with an emphasis in conservations and management. And next we have, in that same panel, we have Cindy Farley. She is a citizen of the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe and is raised on a cattle ranch in on the Cheyenne River Indian Reservation. She is a first generation college student. She's doing amazing things in Indian country right now, and you'll just get to hear from all three of these amazing women on how they got to where they are, and their stories are actually so inspiring. So the next one we have is also from the INFIS interns that we have. The last one would be promoting resiliency through research, community engagement, and graduate school research. Zelia touched on what the connection between IEC and INFIS is. And this one will be on the research that they're doing within their internships. So we're really excited to see what they have got thus far.
And then we will also be, one of our sessions will be announcing the youth essay finalists. And the deadline for the essay is November 30th, and we'll be announcing it during our meeting like we always do. And we'll talk a little bit more about the essay in a second. But during the session, we'll just announce the finalists and have them read out their essays and present awards. So like I was talking about earlier, we're doing the youth essay contest still, and the deadline is November 30th. And this topic is revolved around the documentary Kiss the Ground, which can be watched on Netflix. And the question is, Kiss the Ground reminds the world of a story that Indigenous people have long known. We must take care of our Mother Earth if we want her to take care of us. After watching Kiss the Ground, share the 3 most prominent takeaways. In what ways can you contribute to a more regenerative food and ag system in your community? What traditional or cultural land stewardship practices align with our transition back to regenerative ag and food production practices? What ways can you get involved in your own community as a young leader promoting a regenerative future? What resources can the IEC offer to support your effort? And all of our announcements for the essay can be found on our website and also our Facebook page. And I would be the point of contact if you had any questions. And yeah, so then we'll also be having the same prizes that we usually do. So we do the cash giveaway, the plaques, the blankets, and then I believe the iPads. And we are currently working on making Kiss the Ground available for those who don't have Netflix, possibly on Vimeo or Vimeo. I'm not sure how to say it. And then also we might do a possible host screening where people can join and watch the movie pre-recorded.
And in the essay contest, we have been implementing IEC Young Professionals into the conference. And this year, just because it's virtual, it's no different. We're trying to keep the youth involved and young professionals involved as much as we can. So the task or prompt that we have for the IEC Young Professionals this year is to create a community implementation plan based on regenerative agriculture. This submission can be a one-page flyer or a 2-minute audiovisual recording. And we don't have much of a like down to the bone thing for like how we have it for the essay contest, because we're giving you guys we're giving the young professionals the opportunity to like just explore and do as they want with it, to get really creative with it. And we're super excited to see how those are going to come in, because we always have good submissions when we get stuff like this. So we're super excited for it. To apply for either of these, either the Youth Essay Contest or the IAC Young Professionals, you can visit www.indianag.org/youth. And then you can also get more information from there as well. And the deadline for the Young Professionals one-page flyer audio-visual recording will also be due November 30th, 2020 at 11:59 p.m. But if you have any questions, me and Azalea's email's already on here. Mine's pretty much the same. It's just shatil@indianag.org. We can both help with any questions that you might have. And if you just have a question like on how you would submit it or something, reach out to us. We're pretty responsive. Like we answer an email pretty quick. So
Yes, and also we have some prizes we'll be selecting the top submissions for the young professionals as well, and we'll also be having cash prizes for those ones too. So. And now we're just gonna field some questions. Yes, so you can do the Vimeo, or I don't know how to say it, the Vimeo for $1, and more incentives. And then the question is, are we going to give more incentives because of the fact of no travel costs? So right now we're sort of just working off of what we already have based in the previous years. And we are doing more incentives for the young professionals, so we are putting more money into them as well because we're doing a contest. Since usually, yeah, we do pay for their travel costs to attend. But yeah, right now we're just working with what we have and doing everything we are in the previous years. I know for the regular conference, they're doing food boxes for those who register. So we also have that going on. Let's see if we have any more questions.
Is there any questions on Facebook, or did we get that Facebook Live?
I don't think we're on Facebook Live, but yeah, if there are any more questions, you could email us or call. We'll also probably be posting a lot on our Facebook page, so you can comment on our Facebook page. But I believe the website is probably the best source to find all the information that we talked about.
And if you have any more if you want to know any more about the people that are speaking or the different tracks, that's all. If you go to the website and go to the events tab, there's a 2020 virtual conference, and it shows a rundown of all of the tracks that are going to be all the tracks that are going to have people speaking in them, and then the times, and then below that are the biographies of all of the speakers. So if you want to know more about any of them, you can go ahead and visit our website. It's pretty easy to navigate, but if you have questions with that too, we can help with that.
I think that's our last slide. Do you have anything else to add, Shatil?
Not necessarily, but we're looking forward to this year's submissions for the essay contest and young professionals. And we're just looking forward to the conference. There's a lot of great things going on, and we're excited to share all of that with you guys.
Yes. Like Shatil said, we hope to get the same participation that we usually do every year. And if you do happen to know any youth that are interested, please share all of the resources that we have on our Facebook page and our website page. But like we mentioned before, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We're pretty available most of the days, every day. So. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining, and we hope to see you participate in the virtual conference this year.
Thank you.
Thank you.